Welcome. In this topic, we're going to discuss how to create and use prescription templates. To get started, log into your EasyRx account and go to the top tab called Templates. On the following page, you'll see what's called your Templates Manager. This shows you all the templates that currently exist on your account. You'll want to go ahead and click where it says New Template. If you do not see the New Template button, you may be logged in as a user that has this permission disabled. If you don't see it, please log in as your administrator email. So let's go ahead and click New Template. Next, you're on the template workspace, where we get to design and name the template we're about to create. The first thing we'll do is go ahead and assign the template a name that'll be easy for you and the staff to choose from. For this example, we will do an upper Holly retainer with Adams clasps. So we're going to name this template Holly with Adams -upper. Templates can be for either the upper arch, the lower arch, or even both. This example will do an upper only. Once we've named the template, we're going to click where it says Assign to Lab. EasyRx gives you the power to decide which one of your labs you want to use the template with. So let's say for this Holly retainer, you do them both in-house, and you also may submit them to outside labs. You'll want to come to the category where it says Use and check off the labs that you will be using the template with. Any labs that are unchecked, the template will be hidden so you and the staff cannot accidentally use it. So go ahead and check off the labs you'd like to use it with and go ahead and click Save. Next, we're going to go ahead and design the template itself. The easiest way to do this is come to the left-hand side and access what's called the EasyRx Universal Library of Parts and Appliances. EasyRx contains over 500 different drawings that you can use to put together your template. We're going to go ahead and search the term Holly, press Enter, and you see the library contains all sorts of different options that have the word Holly in it. If you see the letter T next to the choice here, that's going to be for a template, meaning that you have a template already in the account that it's searching for. If you look over to the right here, you'll see that there's a letter A here, meaning that this is an appliance that exists in our library. So what we're going to do is find the one where it says Holly with Adams upper and click on it. So here you see by clicking on the drawing, various parts have now dragged into our drawing area. These drawings are all adjustable, meaning that let's say for this Holly template, you would like the labial bow to be 2:2 instead of 3:3. By clicking on the various parts, you're going to see that there's blue circles that appear. The blue circles mean you're able to adjust the position of the drawing. So for the bow, we're going to select it, and we're going to click inside of the blue circle and drag it with our left mouse and drop it by letting go. And we'll do the same thing with the other side. And now we have a 2:2 labial bow. Pretty simple. You can also move things like the Adams clasp. You can show whether the acrylic is in a horseshoe shape or if it's going to be more of a full palette, and even designate where the acrylic needs to end. So easy to just drag and drop. The next thing we're going to do is look at some of the different icons that are beneath the template name here to show you the different things available to you. There's a simple save button. There's also undo and redo buttons. If you'd like to delete something out of the template, you can drag the item off of the workspace and let go. If you did not mean to delete something, that's where our undo button comes in. We'll click it. There's our Adams clasp, and we can move it back to where it needs to go. There's also a trash can icon. If you chose the wrong drawing, you want to start over, you can click that. There's also the ability to add instructions into the template. There's two ways we can do this. The first option is called adding a comment, and there's also an option that's called text annotation. The first thing we'll look at is comments. By clicking add a comment, you can include any instructions the lab will automatically see with this prescription. So things like please keep the bow flush, we can type it out and click save. As soon as you click save, when you go to use this template, the comment will automatically be added as part of the template, meaning you don't have to manually type it out on each case. Now, if you want to delete the comment out of the template, click delete, and it removes it. The second way we can add in instructions, which is our recommended method, is called text annotation. The annotation tool is very easy to use. Simply click it, and now you can click anywhere on the drawing to type your instructions out. A green dot will place letting you now type the instruction you need. So we can say, please keep bow flush, and then hit enter when we're done. Now there's instructions directly in the drawing itself. Now keep in mind your instructions can be changed out or deleted when you use the template. So if let's say you don't need the annotation anymore, you can click on it and drag the green dot out of the circle and then let go. The next thing we'll look at is there's what's called a star comment. This is very similar to the comments tab, except you can designate something specific about the prescription the comment's regarding. So maybe we want to tell the lab to keep wires 2 millimeters from incisal edge. By typing the star comment out, you're going to see that on the prescription, there's now a reference as to where that comment is regarding. So it gives you a little bit more locality for what the comment's referring to. If you want to delete the star comment, you can drag it out of the workspace and let go. The next item we'll look at are called tags. As part of using these prescriptions, you can assign a tag that'll automatically show up when you utilize the template. You can read more about tags in our EasyRx knowledge base. To assign a tag, we're going to click Tag this prescription, and let's say every time we use this Holly template, we need there to be a tag that tells us that we need to send models to the lab. We're going to click Save, and now there's going to be a tag that'll auto-assign as part of using the prescription. The next icon we'll look at is called the freehand sketch. If you're not able to find a drawing in our library, you do have the ability to manually sketch it out. You can click the freehand sketch tool, and then using your mouse, hold down your left click and simply start dragging your mouse up or down as needed. By letting go of the mouse, you're going to see that there's now a line that you're able to manipulate. If you want to delete the line, you can click the red X. Keep in mind the red X's will never show on the final prescription. This is just a way to indicate that you can delete the line out. If you click on the line, you'll see that there's now these green dots that appear, allowing you to manipulate the drawing. So say we want to wire a contour that connects our bow to the Adams clasp. We can drag the little dots around, and once we've kind of made our adjustments, we can hit enter. Now there's our line that we need. If you no longer want it, click the red X and it deletes that custom drawing off. The next icon is called Polyline Sketch. Very similar to freehand sketch, except you can now just click where you want the lines to go by using intermediate mouse clicks. So by clicking on one point and then another, you're starting to now create your own custom drawing. And then just hit enter when you're done, and you can click the red X to remove it. The next icon we're going to look at is called Band Options. If for this prescription, let's say it did have bands on it, you can let the lab know whether you're providing the bands with these cases or if they are. So this sets up a default for you where you will not have to enter this when you go to submit it. The next icon you'll see is called Part Options. So depending on what drawings are in this workspace, you may have additional options you can set for them. The best way to show you options are for things like springs. So let's say with this Holly, we add in a finger spring. We're going to search for that in the library. And a neat trick here is you can drag and drop the part with your mouse and just drop it. So now you see there's two finger springs to close gaps. Now with these springs, there are part options you can assign to them. So if we click our part options wheel, you'll see both springs now have an option available where we can flip them around. So let's say every time we use the template, we would like for the springs to flip the other way. We can indicate it so that they're always in this position when we do our prescription. Pretty easy. So now what we're going to do is go down to the bottom, and you'll see a section that says Template Defaults. This allows you to go through that when you use this template, on your final prescription, you're able to indicate, well, where's the model source coming from? And also, too, the option for the bands is also repeated in here, giving you another place to enter it. Whatever defaults you set here, it's going to save for you when you go to do that prescription. So we're going to go ahead and click Save here at the bottom and ultimately save the final template here. And that's it. Once you've clicked Save, you'll see that this template is now ready for use on your prescriptions.